I've been studying successful photographers for years, and recently I did something most people in this industry have never done. I analyzed data from over 1,000 photographers who are actually making real money, not hobbyists posting pretty pictures online, not photographers who can't book one client. I'm talking about photographers who are building sustainable, profitable businesses. And these photographers are not Instagram famous. They don't have massive followings, and most of them aren't competing on price. So what are they doing differently? That's what I'm breaking down for you today, because if you're tired of hearing just post more or run Facebook ads or get better gear, this video is going to change how you think about your photography business. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Sarah Petty, and through our programs at the Photography Business Institute, I've helped over 32,000 photographers build profitable businesses that have generated over $40 million in the last 7 years. Nobody else in the industry can say that about their students, and it's not because we're better teachers. It's because we've identified the patterns and systems that actually work. The first thing that shocked me, the most profitable photographers don't have the biggest social media followings. Now, I know that sounds crazy because every influence out there is telling you to grow your Instagram, post every day, go viral, get up to 10,000 followers so you can get the swipe up link. Listen, when I looked at the data, that's not what I found. The photographers making real money, they have strong relationships, deep networks, and usually it's fewer, deeper relationships, not more. Let me explain what I mean. I have students who have 500 followers on Instagram and are booking $3,000 plus clients consistently. And I've met photographers with 20,000 plus followers who can't get anyone to book them. The difference? The photographer with the 500 followers knows exactly who those people are. They're intentional about building relationships with them, and they're not just posting into the void, hoping someone sees it. Here's what I've learned. Instagram or TikTok or Facebook famous means nothing if those followers are not your ideal clients. So what do top photographers do instead? They focus on marketing, like partnership marketing, relationship marketing by partnering with other business owners who serve the same clients that they want. Pediatricians, interior designers, event planners, boutique owners, pet breeders and groomers, and veterinarians. They focus on creating referral systems. When a client has an amazing experience, they have a process of asking for referrals and making it easy for that client to share. And they focus on showing up in their local community, not online, in real life. That's how you build a sustainable photography business, not by chasing vanity metrics. The second thing I discovered, top photographers don't compete on price. I know you've seen the Facebook posts. Mini sessions, $99. Spring sessions, $150 for 20 digitals. And maybe you've thought, I need to lower my prices to compete. But here's what the data showed me. The photographers competing on price are not the ones making 6 figures. And if they are, they don't even see their families. Those are not in our community. In fact, most of those photographers are grinding it out and barely breaking even. The photographers making real money are selling something completely different. They're not selling images. They're selling the feeling their clients get when they see beautiful portraits on their walls. Let me tell you what clients are actually buying. They're buying printed artwork, wall portraits, framed albums, collections, but more than that, they're buying confidence. Confidence that the artwork will be printed properly and the exposure and the color balance will be correct. Confidence that it will be framed beautifully and that it will look stunning in their home. Most people don't know how to do that. They don't know what size wall portrait fits on their wall. They don't know how to frame it. They don't know where to hang it. And that's where you come in. When you position yourself as the expert who can guide them through the entire process, price becomes less of an issue. Here's how top photographers frame their offers. They don't say, here are your digital files, good luck. They say, I'm going to help you design a collection for your home. We're going to look at your spaces and we're going to talk about what you want to display. And I'm going to handle everything from the concept through the session, through the framing until your artwork is ready to hang. That's a completely different offer, and clients are willing to pay good money for it. The third pattern I found Almost all of the top earning photographers who also have a life use what I call the boutique business model. It's this. It can be a short session. I mean, it can be 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your niche. But for me, mine are pretty quick. And this is where you serve them at a high level and you focus on selling high value printed products instead of digital files. And this works because it's leverageable. Now, what do I mean by that? A 30-minute session can result in a $200 order, or it can result in a $15,000 order. Same amount of time, same effort, completely different outcome. That's leverage. Compare that to weddings. You're shooting for 8 to 10 hours. You're editing hundreds of images, spending weeks and hours on the project, and your income is capped at whatever you charged for the package. There's no leverage there. Now, I'm not saying weddings are bad, but I'm saying that most of the photographers in my study who hit six figures are doing it with shorter sessions and higher average orders. Here's the math. If you book 50 clients a year at a $2,000 average, that's $100,000. That's the goal we help our students hit. And as your average order increases, you need fewer clients to hit the same income. One of my students has an average order of $7,800. Think about that. She only needs 13 clients to hit $100,000. It's like one client a month. That's what leverage looks like. Now, here's what I also found. Many photographers start with multiple income streams. They're doing weddings, portraits, commercial work, maybe some product photography. And as they grow, they streamline and they focus on one thing. Why? Because simple scales. When you try to do everything, especially if you have multiple company names, you have too many variables. You're constantly switching gears and you're spending time trying different marketing activities. You're managing different workflows. But when you focus on one thing and you do it really well, that's when you start making real money. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, you might want to grab my Gearing Up guide. This free resource shows you what gear you can splurge on, what you can save on, and what you can steal legally for your business. The link is in the description. The fourth thing, top photographers spend way less time editing than you'd think. Now, most photographers are overshooting. They're taking 300, 400, sometimes 500 images in a single portrait session. I'm not even talking about weddings. And then they're spending hours and hours culling and editing. But here's what I found. The photographers making the most money are shooting way less because they've learned what clients actually buy. They know clients don't need 50 images to choose from. In fact, too many images makes the decision harder. So these photographers shoot with intention. They have a sales plan before they even pick up the camera. They know what products they're going to offer and they shoot specifically for those products. This changes everything. Instead of spending 10 hours editing a session, they're spending 2. Instead of showing clients 100 images, they're showing 30. And here's the best part. Their sales go up, not down. Because when you curate the experience, when you guide the client instead of overwhelming them, they trust you more and they buy more. The fifth pattern, top photographers invest in education. Now, here's what I noticed. The photographers making real money all have one thing in common. They worked with someone who'd already figured it out. They didn't try to guess their way to success. They didn't compete on price and hope for the best. They invested in learning from someone who had built a profitable photography business before them. Here's what's interesting. Income level doesn't correlate with where you live, what you look like, or even what the economy is doing. Correlates with whether you have a system for serving clients, a system for getting referrals, a system for marketing, a system for selling. The photographers who have a system, they're thriving. And the fastest way to get a system is to learn from someone who's already built one. Now, let me tell you what surprised me most about this study. The popular advice that completely failed this group, get more followers, has nothing to do with followers. It has everything to do with business skills, marketing, selling, client experience skills. These are the things that move the needle. Not your camera, not your Instagram aesthetic, not how many followers you have. It's business skills. And here's what I've learned over 28 years. Once you're good enough technically as a photographer, you've passed the threshold. You don't need to perfect every technical thing before you start making money. In fact, if you already have those technical skills, I think it is such a waste not to learn the money-making part because you're already ahead of so many photographers in that area. So if you're spending your money on gear and none of it on education, you're doing it backwards, my friend. Listen, if you want help implementing these systems in your business, I set up a way for you to book a free call with someone on my team to look at what your goals are, where you are, what obstacles are in your way, and see if there's a way for you to learn my system. Because I'm telling you, you can get there so much faster than you ever thought was possible. I'm going to stick the link in the description for you.